Hello, everybody. About to be going into the Sephora at the Kohl's nearby to get a free smell. Let's see what we're going to pick. All right, so I ended up going with the Guilty EDP Pour and it kind of like surprised me a little bit. Smelling it, it is a lot more floral than I would have expected for like a men's fragrance. I think that it kind of to me seems a little bit more like a unisex fragrance as opposed to a men's fragrance. The floral notes, I believe, are like rose. It really reminds me of when I was a kid, my family went to Disney World and we went to like in Epcot, there was the Moroccan kind of area, and we got some like rose water there. And as soon as I smelled it, I immediately thought of this smells like the rose water that we got at Disney World 25 years ago when I was a kid. So I don't think it smells bad. It does just surprise me a little bit. I also am really kind of picking up on a salty smell. It was almost like a little bit of a acidic and a salty smell. Looked up, this thing's actually got vinegar and salt notes in it, so I think that they really do deliver on what they're saying that they're having. There's a little bit of spiciness in there as well, which I think is coming from, I believe one of the notes is chili. So I think it, at least from the top note perspective, it does deliver on what it says it's supposed to be. It smells very heavily of roses, as well as some spicy, salty, and acidic elements all kind of coming together. So I don't think it smells bad. It's probably not my favorite thing that I've ever smelled at this point, but as always, let's see how it develops over the next hour or so. All right, it's now been about an hour since I applied Guilty EDP Pour and let's see how it's doing. The vast majority of what I'm still picking up on is just mostly floral. Like 90 to 95% of the actual smells coming through is just very floral notes. Getting just a little bit of like other kind of herbaceous smells, like I think maybe a little bit of lavender. And then of the like base notes, online I saw that was saying like cedar and patchouli. I think I'm only getting like the most faintest touch of cedar coming in through this. So it still is a very like floral, mostly floral, slightly herby, ever so slightly woody kind of scent. So, we'll see how this continues to smell after about another 4 to 6 hours or so, and I'll check back then. Hello, everybody. So, a quick little update before I get into any fragrance stuff is the reason I'm currently in an exam room is I'm at the emergency vet with my dog, and I've been here for over 3 hours now. So I'm a little bit later getting to the review of the fragrance uh, than I had intended, but I've just kind of been occupied, and this was the first time where it was like, well, I can either sit here and do nothing, or I can film the rest of this video. So I'm gonna go ahead and see how the smell is doing. Admittedly, the other smells in this room are sanitizer and cleaners and stuff, so it's a little bit hard to maybe distinguish some notes, but I will do my best because the alternative was scrapping the entire video, and I'd rather not do that. So let's see what's going on. At this point, what I'm able to detect right now is pretty faint, but that could just be nose blindness or just the conflicting smells of the room. I did a little while before I came up here and had to come up here. And I had my wife, who is a very real person. She smelled it, and her thoughts I thought were pretty good. She said that the intensity at that point, it was probably, I don't know, like 4 hours in or something like that. And she had said the intensity was a 7, so like the strength was doing pretty good. And the actual quality of the smell, she also rated it as a 7. But a piece of her feedback I did agree on was it didn't really smell that distinct. Like it smells like a bunch of other things you could probably get from a bunch of other places. So, it smelled good, but maybe just a little bit generic. Very, throughout its lifespan, it was very floral forward and maybe not quite as much of the other things coming through too strongly. But all that being said, it is a pleasant fragrance that I enjoyed more than I thought I would. My expectations were pretty low, and it kind of grew on me as I was wearing it. My initial things were like, this isn't my favorite. And to be fair, it still isn't my favorite, but it was pretty okay. Uh, I'd probably give it like a 6 or a 7 as well. But yeah, so if this sounds like something that you might be interested in, let's talk about where you can get it and for the best price. All right, so as per the usual, people who see my videos know that my first go-to places are Sam's Club and or Costco. Sam's Club does not actually sell this one right now. They sell the EDT version of it, but that's not the one I tested. So I moved on from there and went to Costco, where I did find the same one that I was testing earlier, is a 90 milliliter bottle or 3 ounces, and Costco has it for $89.99. So right, $90. That's a pretty good price. I think for the generic quality of this fragrance, that might be a little bit steep, but all that being said, if it really tickles your fancy, then that's a pretty good price for it. But let's keep on looking where else you can get it. If you want to buy this from Gucci themselves, then you are looking at $165 for that bottle, so it's $75 more than you could get it for at Costco. So that's a pretty wide margin between the two with no real clear reason or apparent reason of why you would want to favor them over some other retailer. So I would probably not buy this from Gucci if it were me. I also looked at two discounters, Joma Shop and FragranceNet. I'm not even going to really talk about Joma Shop or show a screenshot of anything because they wanted $100 plus $5.99 shipping for that bottle, whereas FragranceNet wants a $92.99 for this bottle, and they have free shipping. So I wouldn't really see any reason to go to Joma Shop as opposed to FragranceNet. So for kind of like the discounters that I usually look at, then that's where I would get it if I were going to be buying it. So I would say that if you have a Costco membership, I would definitely want to get it from Costco. They have, one, the best price, and two, they also have a really rock solid return policy. But if you don't have a Costco membership, then FragranceNet would probably be your best bet if you really want to add this to your collection. Sorry for the somewhat unusual end to this video, but like I said, I'd rather not scrap the video if I didn't have to. So thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you watching it, and if you liked it, please, like it, subscribe, all that stuff. It makes me feel good. And I will talk to y'all another time. Have a wonderful night.